Testing, testing. Good morning, good evening. Can you guys hear me? Could you please let me know? Hi, Siva. Hi. Could you guys still hear me? I just wanted to double check. And we have Hannah on YouTube. Good morning, Elise. Good evening, good afternoon, Elise Miranda. I'm going to be using two screens, so sometimes you'd see me looking on the side. And the reason is because I have two screens. I'm going to check on LinkedIn. And I'm not on LinkedIn as of yet. It's not looking live on LinkedIn unless can someone see me on LinkedIn as live because I cannot confirm it as of yet. I'm supposed to be on LinkedIn. I am live on LinkedIn as well. There are 10 attendees as well. I guess everything is, I guess, paper. You can hear me. That's great. And excellent. Once again, good morning, everyone. Barbara, thank you for, and Siva, thank you for joining the actual live session with the link. You can join me on stage if you choose to. This session is for everyone, this open session about your CPA exam, accounting careers, what else? Your accounting courses, anything that I can shed light on, help you, guide you. Obviously, I want to talk about my resources, how I can help you, whether you are an accounting student, CPA exam candidate, or uh, guide you as a mentor. Please feel free if you let me know where you're calling from. I would appreciate it. Let me just make sure. And please bear with me as I'm using two screens and I'm looking at three different chat, one on Yard another one on YouTube, and a third one on LinkedIn. I will get to your questions, comments eventually, and if I don't, please remind me. So the first thing I would like to know is where you're calling from, whether you are a CPA exam candidate, accounting students, why are you here today, how can I help, so on and so forth. And I'm very happy to see people out here. Anyone just tell me where you're calling from, and Barbara is a CPA exam candidate. Barbara, let me know whenever you'd like to ask a question. I will give you the stage. And since you use the link, you can join me. Hi, Chris. Welcome, Chris, as well. I believe I spoke to you, Chris, not long ago. Not long ago. Okay, good. What else? Naveen, CPA exam candidate as well. Where are you guys calling from? Is this a good time? So I need to know because I'm planning to appear twice a week live. Entered at the stage. Baber, if you'd like to add once you guys have a question, people who are with me, Barbara, Siva, Chris, Baber, I will be happy to. Uh, Chris, yes, from Maryland. That's correct, Chris. And I remember for sure I spoke to you on the phone. I remember that you're from Maryland. That's right. I'm not far away from Maryland. That's why I would remember. Hannah is an accounting student. And Danny is an undergraduate preparing for the CPA exam, New York. Great, nice to meet you, JJ, CPA exam candidate. I say Hannah from Louisiana, Elise from California, looking for information on the CMA. We can talk about this. Naveen, India, and Say is CPA exam candidate. Yes, Chris, I remember we spoke. That's correct. Steve is a sophomore and finance student at Purdue University. Absolutely. Talking about the CPA exam, and you're from Illinois. Absolutely. Babar from Pakistan want to crack the CPA exam, and this is what we do. We help you do that. So please ask your questions. I don't like to lecture. I'm a teacher, but this is not the time to lecture. This is the time for you to ask me any questions. And sometime by answering the questions, I may say, please look at this link because I want you to look at the link. Then we can come back and discuss. It's a long answer. We have Cheryl, CPA exam candidate. Hannah, study tips. Oh, good. Let's start with Hannah. Hannah would like to have some study tips. So Hannah, tell me which section you're studying for. what resources are you using, and how are you studying, so I can guide you better. So first, I need to know, oh, you're intermediate 3 and tax 1. Absolutely. What I do, Hannah, is I'm not sure if you're familiar with what I do, is I provide lectures on YouTube. But in addition to the lectures, on my website, I have a full intermediate accounting course with lectures, multiple choice, true false, exercises, AI tools, and podcasts. And the same thing applies to I have a tax 1, I have a tax 2 corporate, and individual. The best way to study, the starting point, obviously, if you're attending classes, if you're in a physical university, not online, you would attend your class. 2 is to read the book. So between attending classes, reading the book, you can use my lecture to reinforce the concept. Then start completing quizzes to test your knowledge, and you build your knowledge step by step. But what is excellent? Hannah is a subscriber. But what is the difficulty, Hannah? Like, can you be more specific? So if you are using my material, uh, would you like any specific tip in terms of could you help me, for example, be able to answer this question or something like that? Because on my website, the way I design it is you can focus on any particular lesson. For example, if you give me what you are studying for now, I can give you more tips to show you how you could use it for other sections. So what section are you studying for now? For example, a chapter or a topic. And we have Kunde from Zimbabwe, who wants some guidance on career options. Absolutely. Uh, okay, good. Where to start is easy. We'll always start. The best way to start is to read the book. And once you find difficulty in reading the book, then you will go back to my lectures. Like some people, or you can watch the lecture. You can say, Hannah, you can tell yourself, you know what? Reading the book first is not working for me. Then watch the lectures first, then read the book. Some people do the opposite. Some people do it at the same time. They read part of the book, they watch the related chapter. So they do it side by side. Every individual learn differently. See what works for you. If I ask you right now, would you say, okay, chapter 15, bonds, excellent. Bonds is a challenging chapter. You have two options to start. You could read the book, and if you already tried that and you feel it's not helpful, stop. Watch the lectures first. Like, for example, the first lecture. What is bond? Just what is bond? Just to get an idea about bonds. Then go to the book, then read the book. Then stop. Go to the related quiz and take the quiz. Then go into AI and test yourself through the not the multiple choice. What do you call it? Through the flashcards until you know what are bonds, basically bonds. Then you move from bonds. Now you want to know par value bonds and premium and discount. Focus on that. Watch the lecture. Read the book. Complete few questions to test your knowledge. Go to the AI. Ask AI to help you understand, to summarize. Done. Check. Move to now. I want to sell a bond. The bond, or I want to buy back the bond. I'm going to have a gain or a loss. How does it work? Now I want to work on amortizing the bond. So take every chapter and break it down into specific steps. By what I mean specific steps, small pieces, and use the textbook plus the lectures plus the AI to help you zoom in. And don't move on unless you have mastered that particular topic. So don't think of it as chapter 15. Think of chapter 15 as, for example, four different lessons. One is what's a bond, focus on that. Two, premium, discount, and par. That's two. That's two. Three is when I buy back the bond, and four is when I retire the bond. Break it down in separate pieces and focus on that separately. And the good thing about the website is you can just zoom in on one topic, from lectures to podcasts, to true false, to multiple choice, to exercises, to AI, and you can just use all your resources, throw it all at once. Excellent. Thank you. You and your friends are the biggest fans. So much to. I'm so happy to hear it, Hannah. And thank you for being a follower. Without you, I would not. I would not exist. I want people to be followers. And how do I do that? By giving you value. Thank you very much. And which university you said you're attending? Is it West Governor? Or you said I forgot. I forgot if you mentioned this. April, I'm in PA. I'm an accounting student, intermediate two. I'm a subscriber. Intermediate two is I'm assuming you said intermediate two and managerial. Absolutely, April. Everything that I told Hannah would apply to you. Um, just take it step by step. Oh, and Lafayette, Louisiana. Okay, excellent. I visited Louisiana one time. Maybe I will visit. It's nice. Maybe I will visit again. And we have Lafayette College in Pennsylvania as well, in Eastern Pennsylvania. It's a famous engineering school. I'll be graduating in December, and I will be starting my master's in August. When do you think I should start CP? I'm really fantastic in general and kind of worried about that when I start. Siva, would you like me to add you to the? Maybe we'll have a discussion. Would you like me to add you to the stage, and you can appear online with me, and we can talk about this? Let me where you from, Siva, accounting student. Would you like me to add you to the stage because you are online? Cheryl, if you did not, let me go back and see what you. Sure, I'm gonna add you, Siva, and let me just check what. Okay, Siva, you can put your camera if you choose, and your microphone is off. Let me just check with Cheryl because oh, you're a subscriber. Excellent, Cheryl. Everything that I told Hannah would apply to whatever courses you want. So, Siva, go ahead. Hold on. You're still on mute. Do I need to remove you? Unmute you. Okay, one moment. I think I need to unmute you. No, you need to unmute your mic, Siva.
Can you hear me now, sir? Hello?
Danny, I love your lectures. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate it. I'm taking accounting information system. Do you happen to have a course on that? Danny, and the answer is I don't have a course about accounting information system. Uh, uh, one moment. Yes, sir. Siva, you are available.
Can
Go
you
ahead.
hear me, sir?
Just say something. Maybe I can. Maybe. Can you guys hear Siva? Because I can't hear Siva.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, Siva. But when I talk, uh, give me one moment because I'm gonna repeat.
What about now?
Okay.
Hello?
I can hear you, Siva. Go ahead, please.
Okay, okay. Nice to meet you, sir. My name is, how are you doing? So my question is, I'll be graduating December 2027 by ending my undergraduate studies, and then I'll be starting my master's August of 2029. So I was just wondering when you would recommend me to start the timeline to study for the CPA exam. So yeah, that is my question. Just like I'm kind of like a bad test taker, so I'm like nervous on how to start it because I know it's a really difficult exam that you need to have a good strategy and all. That's what I heard. Like a good strategy and plan is really important. How you manage to cover the concepts and practice from different materials and such.
Thank you. I apologize if the sound was more than once, but I basically you told me what's. So you're graduating December 2027. My first advice to you is this: do you really need to go for your master's? And now you can answer in the text. In which states you are. If you need 150 credit, there are other ways to do it other than masters, but that's a different story. When do you start studying for the CPA exam? And let me just take a note for Danny. I don't want to forget. Give me one moment. I want to take a few notes. I
Sure.
need a pen. Just give me, guys, one moment. I want to get a pen and okay, guys, I'm back. So to answer your question, Siva, when do you start study for the CPA exam? You are studying for the CPA exam now. What do I mean by this? For now, because you're graduating a year from now, what you need to do, well, December 26th is actually more than a year from now. What you need to do is focus on your classes. That's all you have to do for now. Focus on your accounting classes, learn the basics, and you are being prepared for the CPA exam. Now, don't think about a master's unless there's a good reason. If you're taking your master's to get the 150 credit, I don't recommend you do that. We can talk about other options, cheaper options. Or if it's not needed for the CPA exam, you could defer it until later date when you have more information about your career. You don't want to get a master's in accountancy and you're going to be working in tax. You don't want to get masters in auditing if you're going to be doing tax. So give yourself some time. So if you can sit for the CPA exam after graduating, don't go for your masters unless there's a good reason to go for it. Okay. So when do you start studying? You are studying today when you are taking your accounting courses. For example, Danny asked me about the accounting information system. So listen how I'm going to answer Danny. It gives you an idea. Danny, I don't have an accounting information system course. But here's what I have. On the CPA exam, there's a section called Information Systems and Control. There's one section, Danny. And if you go to my Information Systems and Control section, you do have information system topics. Okay? And I do cover a large portion of an accounting information system course without calling it a course, because I have not prepared a course that's called Accounting Information System, which I should. I haven't. I just don't have the time. But this is what you can do. So always, Danny, you could go on YouTube, put the topic you're looking for at Farhat, and if I cover that topic, it will show. This is the best advice I can give you. And this is why, Siva, as you are studying now, focus on your studies, and you are preparing for the CPA exam. Let me go back to the notes. Siva, did I answer all your questions? Simply put, focus on your courses for now, and let's reconnect a year from now. And please, if you want to just type in the text, because the audio is not good. It's giving like it's repeating. Let me go back to the notes, make sure I did not miss anyone. If I miss your text, please retype it again. Farhat, is it beneficial to take the CPA as a tax lawyer? Malik, it is beneficial if you want to work in taxes, if you want to have a better understanding. If you're a lawyer, that's great. But what is your practice? If your practice is tax law or accounting related, of course, get the CPA. You will have more knowledge, if not anything else. If not, then you don't need it. So, and this is answering a general question. Many people ask me, should I go for this certification or that certification? The answer is, would that certification or this certification serve your career objective? If it does, absolutely go for it. If it does not, let's assume you're as a tax lawyer. Actually, you told me you're a tax lawyer. As a tax lawyer, is it beneficial? As a tax lawyer, you can represent clients in front of the IRS. I don't think it's needed. I frankly don't think it's needed because you can represent clients in front of the IRS. Now, if you need tax knowledge, which already as a tax lawyer, I would go for the EA. And the reason is this. If you want the knowledge, more basic knowledge, go for your enrolled agent. All what the CPA would do Well, it will allow you to do audit, which that's not what you want to do. But if you want to add the credential to be able to bill your clients more, of course, go for it. So if you're a CPA lawyer and now you could bill your clients 300 rather than $200 per hour, then definitely go for it. But from a knowledge perspective, from a knowledge content perspective, I don't think it's needed. If you're a tax lawyer, go for your enrolled agent, unless you need some accounting background. And if you do so, don't go for the CPA. You're going to be wasting time and money. Sign up on my website, $30 a month, and get all the accounting knowledge you need. So that will be my answer to you. Is it beneficial? It all depends on how you plan to use it. It could be beneficial. It may not make a difference. It's up to you. Let's go back to Siva, then we'll go back to Jinsol. I was thinking about business analytics as to have some technology side with the industry having AI. Good thinking, Siva, but between now and 2 years from now, a lot of things will change. So don't commit to anything yet. And that's the reason why I would say don't go for your master's, because between now and 2 years from now, I don't know what's going to happen, especially in IT. But definitely, if you want to go for your master's and today, and anything IT AI, I would say go for it, 100%. But 2 years from now, I don't know if my advice will be valid. Barbara, would you recommend an LLM in taxation for someone with a GD and a CPA? Again, same as answering Malik. If it serves your career, and I believe it does add credential to you. If it adds those credentials, if it opens more doors for you, absolutely. From a knowledge perspective, as a JD and a CPA, you have all the necessary knowledge to survive. So if you're going for it after the letters, yes. If you're going after the knowledge, is it worth the investment? But if it's after the letters, and those letters will open doors for you, or will increase your billing, of course, go for it. Of course, go for it. Let's go back to the YouTube. Let me just check, make sure on LinkedIn. Give me one moment, guys. LinkedIn, how many hours do we need to study for CPA for professional workers? I'll get back to that. I have one question here. My name is Gage, and I've been studying for about a year now. I'm using your course as well as Becca. My issue is and always been that I am a terrible test taker. I need help with that. Yes. When you say terrible test taker, could you be a little bit more specific? Is it that you are afraid before you sit? Are you afraid when you sit? Is it you get nervous when you're trying to answer the questions? Could you be a little bit more specific as to exam taking? And before you answer, I'm going to give you some options. Not options. I want you to think about a few things. Like, how do you say I'm a bad test taker? Is it that you get the questions wrong? And when you get them wrong, is it because you don't know the material, or are you nervous? Could you be a little bit more specific as what do you mean by bad test takers? Like a little bit more. Like, how do you? If I ask, okay, you're a bad test taker, explain to me why would you say so? So I can give you advice or say, I cannot help you with that, or I can help you. Will you please make a playlist for FAR, Audit, Reg, and Bar this year? This is for Mangish. I have all of those organized on my website. Yes, I do have all of them, whether it's FAR, Audit, Reg, and Bar on my website, farhatlectures.com. If you're interested, you can visit it. Let me just type it out. So I have all that on farhatlectures.com. Okay. Sadatullah Sayed, yes. I'm not sure what this is for. Cheryl, I'm starting the CPA journey next month. I will start with FAR first, of course. However, what would you suggest if I did not have a solid background in accounting? Very, very simple. That's why I exist. I exist to give you that solid background that you need. Farhat Lectures would start from zero. Matter of fact, I'm going to share my screen now because I want to show you something. So I'm going to share my screen and show you and be able to answer Sarah's question. Give me one moment. I can share the screen. Yes, I can. Could you guys see my screen? Could you please let me know if you can see my screen? Yes, okay, great. My screen is visible. So Cheryl, if you go to CPA Exam Farbacker course, the first thing I do in my course, the first lesson is, it's called Start Strong, Master the Basics Before You Advance. So I have this session where it's basics of accounting, the T account, adjusting entries, closing entries, financial statements, cash basis accounting, cash to accrual, reversing entries, statement of retained earnings. So this module is, I call it the basic module, the basic accounting module. And what I do in this module, I, I help you focus on the basics. Now, let's assume that's not enough for you, which I believe it will be more than enough. It does not matter. If you're a member of Farhat Lectures, you could go back, click on my courses, go to financial accounting, and start financial accounting from zero, your basic accounting course. Or you can go to my intermediate accounting and start the course from zero. But you don't need to do any of that. As long as you are a member of Farhat Lectures, you do have access to this basic module that I post at the beginning. Okay, so don't worry about this. You don't have to have a solid background in accounting. We'll take care of that. Danny, thank you, sir. I will definitely look into it. I believe, Danny, you're asking me if the CPA, no, this is Malik. Then let me see, what was your question? I don't remember what was your question, Danny, but you're most welcome. You're most welcome. And Cheryl, this is, so don't worry, just, you're in good hands. Let's put it that way. You're in good hands. Let's see. Will you please make a new list for each section from the beginner to advanced level? On my website, I have it from the beginning, from the beginner to advanced level, plus all sorts of resources. I do have that, plus all resources available. It's $30 a month. If you cannot afford it, contact me. We can do something about it. When people contact me, say I cannot afford it, you need to let me know. I cannot afford $30 a month, and we can talk about this. But you have to be clear about that. I cannot read your mind. But if the best resources, the complete resources, the organized resources, is on my website. Sadith, hello, sir. I'm from Chicago. Hello, Sadith. Malik, most welcome, Malik. Yes. Danny, I see it. Great. We can see it. Awesome. Thank you. Then it was regarding accounting information system. Absolutely, Danny. Yes, yes, yes. Because in my in the ISC course, we have a lot of the topics. A lot of the topics. The website, Liz. This is the website, farhatlectures.com. This is the website. And my email, CEO Farhat at Farhat Lectures. Let me give you my calendar in case somebody would like to set up an appointment with me one-on-one. Let me just look up my calendar here. If I can find it real quick. And I will share my calendar with you. And if you'd like to, you could also set an appointment. It's a free consultation, and you can set an appointment one-on-one. I hope I remember my password. Log in to get the link. The verification code. Give me one moment. Okay, there you go. Who was it? And copy link. So if you want to book a meeting one-on-one, here's the meeting for the Calendly one-on-one. Let me go back to the notes. Let's go back to It's visible. This is YouTube. This is LinkedIn. And the question on LinkedIn, how many hours do we need to study for the CPA exam? Good question, Josh. How many hours do you need to study? As much as needed. Matter of fact, that question is so common that I created a YouTube for it. So how many hours do you need? Every individual is different. Uh, Let me get the YouTube and I will share it with you because every individual is different. If I told you need 50 hours, I don't know, but you might need 500, you might need 250. It all depends on many factors, such as your academic background, your motivation, your preparation, your age, how much responsibilities do you have in life, how much time can you devote, how motivated are you? There are many factors, and I summarize those factors in this YouTube. You can view this YouTube and will tell you that there's no specific answer. I just shared the YouTube on LinkedIn. I shared this YouTube on LinkedIn. Let me share it on YouTube as well. Because this is a common question where people ask me, how long does it take to complete the CPA exam? There's no answer for that. Each individual is different. Each individual is different. We remove the website. Any questions, comments, anything? I see the chat is dying down. Let me take a look at Facebook. Let me take a look at my Facebook. I didn't check my Facebook, see if there's anyone on Facebook. I guess I didn't go live on Facebook, or I cannot see it at least. Okay, we have a question. Based on my experience and feedback, which review course complement Farhat review? Okay, I have this question always. What is the best course? What should I do best? I'll get back to your question, Bob, about the teaching. What's the best CPA review course? There's no best CPA review course. The best CPA review course is the one that works for you. Some people pass with backup. Some people pass with Gleim. Some people pass with UWorld. Some people pass with Miles. Can I tell someone which one is the best? No, the one is that help you pass. They all provide the material. The only difference is the way they deliver the material, but none of them teach you the material. They all review it with you. So the best course is the one that works for you. Now, the common wisdom, in quote, the common wisdom, Becker is the course. Becker is the most popular course. It doesn't mean it's the best. And I'm not saying it's not the best, okay? I'm just saying it's the most popular course, and people assume because it's the most popular, it's the best. I would say statistically, and this is like I'm like I'm pulling this number from a hat here, that Becker will have the most failures because they have the most students, and as a result, even if a small percentage of those students fail, it represents a large number versus the other CPA exam takers. So the best course is the one that works for you. But regardless of the course that you have, as long as you have Farhat lectures next to your course, you should be in good hands. And maybe in the near future, you don't need any other course. All what you need is Farhat lectures, where I have everything, including the simulation. I will try to do this by the end of this year. I cannot promise, but hey, why not? If I can do it, then you don't need any other course other than Farhat. So when you ask this question, I would say Farhat is the best course. I don't need any course to complement. You don't need any course beside it. But for now, any course will do, just add Farhat. And the reason is, I don't want to recommend any course because I cannot in good conscience recommend the course. I would say if you don't care about the cost, go with Becker. It's the most expensive. It's the most comprehensive. If cost is a concern, if affordability is a concern, maybe get a Gleam test bank and sign up with Farhat. If you're in between, you can get Surgeon. It's $1,000. There's different options. If you like the way UWorld deliver the material, go with UWorld. So that's why I don't recommend any course. Every course will have its pros and cons, and there's no best course. There's no best anything in anything. Okay. The only thing best is Farhat lectures. I'm just joking, but you guys get the point. Okay. So that will answer the question for the people who ask what's the best CPA review course. Matter of fact, I have a, let me see if I can find I made a short about that question. Because many people, they want to know what's the best CPA review course. And if I can find the short, I will share it with you because that's a very common question. Let me see. I cannot find my own shorts. Where is it? Um, Stop asking which CPA course is the best. Actually, okay. The name of the short is stop asking that question, like in a sense of a promotional short. Let me get the link, and the reason is because there's no best. What is it? Let me see if I can find it. One moment. Let's go back to shorts here. Stop waiting to fail. Is your CPA moving too fast? Okay, there we go. I found it. So because this question is very common, I'm gonna post it in the chat so you can see that I have an answer for you. Which CPA review course is the best? And my answer is, I just told you, but I have a short about it. Barbara asked me, would you recommend the master's for someone interested in teaching? That's a very, I love this question. And I will get back to the YouTube. Sadaf, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. I appreciate it. And that will be my cup of coffee for today. Thank you. I really appreciate this. You didn't have to. This is the second time someone, you're the second person that sent me a super chat. Thank you. We'll get back to the YouTube chat, Danny, for the personal question. Give me one moment. Let me get back to the teaching. So, Barbara, as most likely, I don't have to tell you, I'm a teacher myself, and I started teaching after I got my master's. So if you really want to teach, the first thing is you really like to teach. Yes, master's would help you. Anything would help you. Watch my YouTube. Watch YouTube on how to teach. Explain the material. Just sit in your room by yourself. Put a video and talk in front of it and practice teaching. If you like to teach, yes, master's in accountancy will open doors for you at various community colleges and certain universities. So yes, if your goal is teaching, get your master's for sure. And if you really, really want to go further, you can get your doctorate. Matter of fact, this is the first time I'm going to mention this. I just completed my doctorate last semester. One more time. Now I'm a doctor. I have not declared it yet. I will graduate officially in the spring, but I'm done with it. I like teaching. I started 7 years ago, this doctorate. Now I am a doctor. I can teach. The reason I got it because I want to teach. I was teaching before. Thank you, Barbara. But yes, if you like to teach, master's is the first step. You test the water, teach at the community college. Let's talk. I'll be happy to be your mentor, your guidance in this process. I gave you a few tips now, but go for your master's, of course. And if teaching, no one teach for money. If you're looking to get money, no. I'm assuming you like to teach, and that's why you're asking. So if that's what you want to do, go for it for sure. We can talk about the different programs. I shared my Calendly on YouTube. Let me share it here as well. If you want to make an appointment, we can talk about it one-on-one. This is my Calendly as well. Let me post it on YouTube as well in case someone would like to have a personal meeting with me. But yes, absolutely, absolutely. And thank you. Thank you, Siva. Thank you, Barbara. Yes. Let's go back to YouTube, and I have a lot of chat. Danny, sir, this is a personal question. I have an interview with A&O Sherman, a similar internship position next week. Any advice would be to provide, please? Danny, yes, absolutely. I can give you a lot of advice here, but give me one moment. Okay. I can give you a lot of advice. But tell me what type of advice you're looking for. Are you looking for the interview, or are you looking in general? Okay, because this is interesting. I wish we can talk, like I can put you on stage and we can talk about it. But here's what I'm going to tell you. If you have an interview with a firm, A&O or PwC or KPMG or any other firm, what does that mean? It means this firm looking for someone to give them a chance as an intern. On paper, it looks like you are a suitable person for this position. So on paper. So in the interview, now what they want to know, in person if you are a person that they would like to have a cup of coffee, a drink with, a lunch with. So you have to be personable. You have to take responsibility. You have to show them that you're trainable. You like to learn. You like to take initiative. Um, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for someone who's not lazy, who wants to take responsibility, who wants to succeed. This is what you want to show them in the interview. But this is the overall idea. Now, you can ask me exactly what are you looking, what type of questions you have, so I can, maybe give you more advice. A&O Sherman is a global law firm. Oh, that's excellent, Danny. I believe you're the lawyer or you're in the law school. Yes, that's good. That's all what they're looking for. And what is that number 2 and number 1? I don't see what that is. Oh, what does that mean? Maybe I'll have to look into it. Oops. Let me go back there. Give me one moment. I get out of the chat by mistake. Okay. I'm an older student just starting to study toward an undergraduate degree. I'm a little overwhelmed with the information. How to handle stress, please? Take it step by step. I'm assuming you're studying accounting. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't look at the full picture. When you're taking a course, you're not taking a course. When you're taking a course, the course is several chapters. And when you're studying for a chapter, it's not a chapter. You can take the chapter and break it into various learning objectives and various components. So don't overwhelm yourself. Take everything and break it into pieces and focus on that piece specifically. This is how you manage better. Don't be overwhelmed. No reason to be overwhelmed. Again, if you want personal session to help you a little bit more specific, I shared my calendar. And by the way, my sessions are free. My personal consultation sessions are free. All what I would do is I would say, if I feel my website is helpful to you, I would say, sign up with my website, no obligation, nothing. So I'm pretty easy about that. I'm waiting for NASBA evaluation. Excellent. Congratulations in advance. Let me know how it goes once you receive it. Yes, I'm interested in that as well. Advice if you want to teach. Yes, April. I hope you heard the advice that I gave to Barbara. Same advice apply to you if that's what you want to teach. Let me go back to the Himani. Your course did not help me. Yes, Himani saying your course did not help me. Great. What course were you taking? Then let's have this is an interesting conversation, Himani. What course were you taking and how was that helpful? I would like to know. Barbara, you're under H tax track. What's that H? Whose H? Is that Himani H? You are an outstanding teacher. Thank you, Barbara. And yeah, I'm interested in Himani, what Himani has to say. How did it not help? And yes, a little bit more. Maybe you can give me some advice on how to do it better, how to improve my course. Good question, Chris. I don't have webinar right now, live sessions, but rest assured in the near future in March, we might start to do that. We might start to do that. April, thank you for the congratulations. Cheryl, thank you for the congratulations. Oh, that's what it is. To represent the top viewers who are watching here on YouTube. Excellent. Thank you, guys. Thank you, number 1 and number 2. Thank you. Do I need the master's for CPA? No, Liz, you don't need a master's for CPA. In most states, you need 150 credit. You want to check the state requirement. There's this confusion that you need a master's to be a CPA. And the answer is you don't. In most states, you need 150 150 credit. Danny, basically, how should I prepare for the interview? Okay, good. How should you prepare for the interview? Depending on what the interview is about, like they should give you an idea. If the interview is technical, they would let you know. For example, you need to know like there is an implied contract that you have the basic knowledge. So if the interview feel it's technical, you need to know all the technical terms, knowledge about the position, because they're going to have a description of the interview. But most likely the interview is to see if Danny is a person that's personable, you can talk to, you can work with, trainable, open for training. All what they want to know is it worth giving Danny a chance to work with us? And you have to show them, yes, it is worth it. How do you show them? You talk about yourself. You talk about your prior experience, how you dealt with issues. You take initiative. You're responsible. It's not only you talk about it. You want to give them specific examples. That's what they're looking for. Again, on paper, you fit for the position. Otherwise, they will not call you for the interview. Now it's your chance to prove yourself right in front of them. How do you prove yourself? You prove yourself. It's based on what you did in the past, based on your personality. And if you don't use AI, Danny, I would recommend use AI like ChatGPT or Gemini and ask it to help you a little bit more. Give it the position, tell them about your background, and let the AI help you a little bit more. Absolutely. But this is what, generally speaking, one more time, you qualify on paper, they want to see you in person. If you are personal, that's what I would say. Okay. Again, if you want a little bit more, contact me. Do one-on-one registration. Sir, apart from the lecture, which book do you recommend for CPA studies? I always recommend, if you're studying for the CPA, there's no book. You want to get an official course. Don't ask me for a book. You should not get a book. You should get a CPA review course. How much you want to spend on a CPA review course, it's up to you. Whether you want to spend the most expensive, Becker, or the least expensive. Get like a test bank plus Farhat. But this is not a cost. In my opinion, buying a CPA is an investment. It's an asset in yourself. So there's no particular book. Buy a course. But are you asking me a course or a book and you switch the word course with the book? Because there's no book. You need a complete course. Lectures, multiple choice, simulations, the whole thing. Okay? You don't want to take your chances. You don't want to short-change yourself. Mow a bike. How does AI impact the profession? What are the opportunities given the AI threat? Every change, whether it's an AI, internet, email, radio, TV, everything is a threat. And it all depends on how you treat that threat. You would look at it as an opportunity, or you could look at it as a threat. Now, I have a few comments on LinkedIn. I'll get back to you. Just give me one moment. Let's talk about AI. AI is a threat, just like everything. It's a threat and an opportunity. If you treat it as a threat, it will be a threat. If you treat it as an opportunity, it will be an opportunity. I don't know how it's going to impact the profession. I really don't know. That's $1 million question. Is it going to impact the profession? It's already impacted the profession. It's going to be impacting everything. You either adopt AI, learn AI, and carry it on your resume and your arsenal, or feel it's a threat and it's going to impact the profession negatively. I should not study accounting and try another industry and see how we do in that other industry, because AI is touching every single thing, whether it's accounting, finance, banking, economics, marketing, of course, the most, I would have to say. So don't worry about how it impacts the profession. Worry how it impacts you, because you don't care about how it impacts the profession. See how AI will impact you. And how will it impact you? Learn AI. There's a Google course, basics in AI, or how to prompt AI. Start with that. Take additional courses. Don't spend a lot of money. Most courses are free. Learn AI, and you will find out how it impacts you. Don't worry about how it impacts the profession. That's none of your business, in the sense that you don't have to worry about this. Worry about you. How does it impact you? And how does it impact you? Learn it and be ready for it. I'm gonna switch to LinkedIn. Sorry about the LinkedIn, Mark and Mary. Give me 1 second. Let me read your notes. Starting with Mark. I have been watching your videos on governmental accounting. They're very good. Thank you. I have an interview for a senior government accounting role with one of the city this week. Any guidance, please, if possible. Thank you for your generosity and service. Mark, first, congratulations for having the interview. Again, this means, as I told someone earlier, I believe Danny, on paper, you qualify for the position. Now it's your job to show them that you know your stuff, okay? Now, for a government job, it's easier interview than a private because it's less stressful in a sense. There are less competition in government jobs. And I hope you know the difference between government work and private. So government is a little bit more lax because you don't have as much pressure as the private sector. I would say for a government job, technical is important. So if you are interviewing for a senior position, you want to know specifically the work that's involved. If it's revenue generated, if you are, I'm not sure if it's a county or a state or government or federal government. I'm not sure if you mentioned, you did not mention. So you want to know specifically if you're going to be dealing with revenue, make sure you know everything about the revenue. Like act as you are the expert in the interview because that's what government people want. They want you to know your job because once you know the basics and you do your job, it would repeat again and again, and you are considered in quote successful at that position. So yes, obviously you don't want to go in there. Make sure you are prepared, well dressed. You know your thing, but for sure know the technicalities because they want to know if you are technically capable. And obviously, you want to show them that you know additional skills like technology, you know how to deal with computers, so on and so forth. But yes, you should be in good shape. But whatever the interview is about, if it's about revenue, go back to my revenue for governmental accounting and study it. If it's about expenditure, uh, it's a city, and specifically within that city, that senior position, is it within, like, for example, a property tax, or is it about like licensing revenue, or it's about basically everything? Is it going to be like more like expenditure side, revenue side, both? What specifically within that city? While I'm waiting for Mark, I'm going to read Mary. Hi, Mary. I believe we spoke before, Mary, on the phone, correct? Mary, yes, I believe we spoke. I have a question about the CPA. Do I have to have work experience or fresh graduate? Uh, Mary, to sit for the, I believe you already you have your NPS, so you qualify to sit for the exam. Great, that's done. Now the question that you're asking is, what do I need to do to be an actual CPA? Well, it all depends on your state. I don't remember what state you are in. I believe Michigan, but I could be wrong. Uh, so you have to look at your state requirement. Some states, they require 2 years of experience. Some would require 1 year of experience plus a graduate degree. Some require specific type of experience. Others don't require specific type, just accounting experience. So what you want to do to answer that question, you have to go back to your state. Just Google or go to NASBA and put your state. I just don't remember what state it is, and I don't have those requirements memorized for every state. And see what are they looking for? What specifically are they looking for? What's their work requirement? There should be a work requirement. What's that work requirement? Now, if you're only looking to get your CPA, the 3 letters, and you don't have the work requirement, then you may want to transfer your paper to a state where there is no work requirement, where it's easy to get those 3 letters and qualify under that state. I hope that will answer your question. Or it's like there's no specific answer because each state is different. So, Mark, for the city, is it for a specific position, a senior accountant? Are you going to be preparing financial statements? Is there a description about it? But definitely, before you go to the exam, look at that city. Oh, I'm glad I remember. What's their annual report called? Is it what's the annual report for the city called? Anyone can help me out, please? What is the annual report for the governmental accounting? It's called what is it called? I'm gonna go to my website. I'm having a senior citizen moment. Let me go to my accounting, Mark, and I'm going to give you a good tip for the interview. And I'm glad I remembered to give you this tip now. Give me one moment. I'm going to my governmental accounting course, fixed asset accounts payable, receivable, budgeting, reconciliation, project, and grant reporting. So you need to be familiar with everything. Therefore, to be familiar with everything, you want to give me one moment. Um, Annual comprehensive financial report. You want to look at their annual comprehensive ACFR. Excellent. Yes. You want to go to that city. You got it, Mark. You got it. You got it. You want to go to that city, whatever that city is. You can share it with us if you'd like to. You go to that city, download their ACFR, and look at it. If you how much you want to study it, it's up to you. The more you study it, the more they're going to be happy. It's going to be music to their ears when they hear you talking about all their numbers. They're going to love it. So this is the best tip I can give you. Study their ACFR before you go to the interview and impress that supervisor that's interviewing you. Yes, ACFR, and it's in my course. It's under chapter 2. Under chapter 2, I go over the ACFR in depth, study your ACFR. Nikhil, I'm giving Rag. Not right now, I'm focusing on the LinkedIn comments, guys. So if you're typing on YouTube, I'm not seeing you. If you're typing in the chat on Yardstream, I'm not seeing you, but I will get back to that. Just give me a moment here. Nikhil, I'm giving Rag next week. Any tips, last minute strategy? Nikhil, before I answer that question, I see that you're an EA enrolled agent. Congratulations. The fact that you're EA, you are well prepared for the exam. You should be very, very comfortable. You should be very comfortable. Thank you, Cheryl, ACFR. You should be very comfortable with the information. Nevertheless, what you would do between now and next week, any topic that you have any doubts about, I don't know, is it AMT? Is it, I don't know, filing status? Whatever that topic is, you focus on that. Keep taking MCQs, looking at simulations, and take it from there. Are you a member of Farhat Lectures? How do you use my material in any way, shape, or form? So I give myself advertisement. And this is what you would do. You would focus on topics that you're least comfortable with, answering MCQs and simulations. I'm back to the YouTube. How does AI impact? That was the last question. I am the same position. Please, I need to improve my knowledge on governmental accounting. Oh yes, great. So I'm going to just share my governmental accounting. Here's my governmental accounting course. I just shared it in YouTube. If you want to, just sign up for the course and start to study for it. Yes, Liz. In governmental accounting, the good thing about governmental accounting, you have to learn. You have to learn the material once. Once you know it, it repeats for decades until you retire from that position. This is a secret. Don't tell anyone. This is between us. I work 6 months in a county government. This is a secret. And a domestic relationship. So I used to review tax return for the judge to determine the alimony and the child support. It was not fun because no one was happy. Not the plaintiff, not the defendant, and if both are not happy, the judge was not happy. But it was quite an experience. So government jobs are relatively less stress than private work. Learn as much as possible. Learn about leases. Learn about fixed asset lists, and that's it. Because all what you have to do is learn once that material and be good at your job. When the rest is politics, get connected and move up. That's the government job. Okay, it's politics. A lot of it is politics. So be on good terms. Don't stab people in the back, or do. I don't know. I'm not sure. You decide. I would not recommend it. But yes. Hassan, you are the GOAT. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. April, what is that? EA, I have heard of it. EA is enrolled agent. EA is a 3-part exam. And if you are an EA, you can represent client in front of the IRS. So let me see if I can find a link for it real quick. I've got the official link. So I'm going to maybe, and it's a way to get into. So if you want to get into the tax industry, so I always recommend. Let me just. I always recommend people if they don't want to go for the CPA yet, and they want to work in tax, get your enrolled agent. Get your enrolled agent. I'm going to give you the IRS website. So it tells you what's an EA. Get your enrolled agent exam. You can finish it within a year, year and a half, all three parts. Get a tax work somewhere. I don't know, start an HR block if no one else would hire you. Get some experience and take it from there. This is what I would do. It's an enrolled agent. If it's for the state, they really ask about the grants. There you go. That's another tip. Yes, if it's a state, they might ask you about grants, how to account for grants. Make sure you know that. Sadeth is an advanced accountant for the state of Illinois. Maybe you can give Mark and list some tips. That's good. So anyone with governmental accounting, ask Sadeth. He would help you. He works with the state of Illinois. That's good. How many years you been there, Sadeth? I'm sure quite a few. Yes, it's an exam. It's an exam. It's a three-part exam. It's basically individual taxation, corporate taxation, and the Circular 230, the third book, which is part 3. It's a relatively easy exam. It's an easy way to get in the industry. And once you have your EA, you're 50% toward your CPA, because the EA will cover the reg as well as the TCP section. It's almost 11. We are an hour within. I'm at a city. Yes, it doesn't matter. All governmental accounting is basically the same. Learn it. If you have not took my course list, take the course, learn it, and take it from there. You're most welcome, April. You're most welcome. Let me take a look at LinkedIn if there's any other comments. You're most welcome, Mark. Yes, and Mark, if you want to connect with Static, that's an opportunity. Maybe he will give you some tips. I don't know. He didn't tell us how many years he got under his belt. And the state of Illinois. I'm going to try to do these meetings twice a week, maybe Tuesday and Thursday. Maybe I will do Tuesday at night, Thursday in the morning. I don't know how many people I had at the peak. Oh, all the comments were here. Okay, let me take a look. There was a place here where all the comments were consolidated. I did not have to look back and forth. Not a biggie. If I did not address your comment, it means I skipped it by mistake. And I can add comments to the screen. Great to know. April, thank you. Great to know. Great, thank you. Let me see. There we go. Mark, thank you. You're most welcome, Mark. Now I can show your comment on the screen. That's really good. Oh, you're the GOAT, Mr. Farhat. Thank you. That's the best. Any other comments, questions? Dear name, I need to learn financial closing and consultation process. What are your nomination? I would say take my financial accounting course and start there. My financial accounting, let me see if I can find it real quick. And I'll send you the course and start from there. You need to learn it. Any other last minute questions, comments? Most likely I will have another live session on Thursday. You can always reach out to me. Thank you all for attending. And any last quick comments? That's it. It's an hour. I have a private chat. Give me one moment, guys. We'll have access to this link. I think it will appear on under YouTube. I think it will appear on my YouTube. I'm not 100% sure. You're most welcome, Danny. You're most welcome. I appreciate it. Best of luck, everyone. Stay motivated. It's the beginning of the semester. We'll see you in 48 hours. Then I will have maybe 2 sessions. Is this a good time? What do you guys think? Is this a good time? Can you consider evening live? Yes, I will. I will consider evening. Oh, you mean for the live sessions later on? Absolutely. I will have them in the evening. I'll have them during the day. If you're talking about the webinar, Chris, yes, because I have international students. I have students in India, students in the Middle East. So I have to accommodate different times. I hope this is a good time for the live session. Cheryl, thank you. Yeah, I will be. Thank you, Annie. I will be happy to be anyone's mentor. I will give my best, and I don't charge any money for that. As far as I'm concerned, it's not like I don't want to do it. I feel I am. I'm grateful for everyone. I would not be here without you, so I'm happy to help everyone. I will appear under live. I won't go anywhere. Great, great. I'll be here. You're most welcome, April. You're most welcome. If you know anyone that's studying, share the website. But I will have another live meeting on Thursday, and maybe I will have Tuesday evening and Thursday morning. We'll start with that. And if need be, maybe we'll have a weekend for people who are not working for the weekend. We'll see you in 48 hours. Stay motivated and good luck, everyone. Uh, thank you, Danny. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye, everyone.